to put up a fight.
Hey, it's Keenan. It is Sunday, March 29th. The 29th. You're watching Genderqueer Chat, and this week we are talking about our relationships with our parents. So the three parts of the question are: what's your relationship like with your parents? Do your parents accept your genderqueerness? And do your parents abide by the binary or really gender role-ish or whatever? I don't know. Okay, so first question. What's my relationship like with my parents? So my relationship with my parents is good. Yeah. I'm an only child, so I get along with them pretty well. We're all pretty close. I'm really bad and don't like to talk about kind of how I feel and stuff like that. So I never talk to them about anything personal. I never talk to them about like my crushes or girl advice or anything like that. They don't know about my two sort of relationships. Yeah. So I'm not really close to them in that way, but I think that's just more my personality. But we get along well, and we go on vacations together, and that's always fun and stuff. So we're a pretty good team. Um, and this also kind of ties in with the second question: do my parents accept my genderqueerness? Well, I first came out to them as genderqueer and liking girls at the same time. That was almost 2 years ago. Wow, that was a long time. 2 years ago. Um, so I so that kind of opened up some communication and stuff. But they didn't really get the whole genderqueer thing. And it wasn't until last year, a little over a year ago, that so that was a long time, like a year, that I think they just thought I was a butch lesbian. Um, till I really explained to them the whole trans thing and everything. Um, and it's not until this year. So I've been out to them about 2 years, and it's been 2 years, and it's not until now that they're really starting, I think, to get the whole trans thing. They're starting to call me Keenan and use he and everything like that. So that's really cool. So yeah, they're accepting of that. My mom's going through kind of a tough time. She's kind of going through a grieving process, which I've heard other people talk about, especially their moms, I guess. Um, but my dad, excuse me, my dad's taking it pretty well. Yeah, I mean, my parents really truly love me. And I'm really, really grateful for that. Yeah, they're really supportive and everything. So, my dad just, wants what's best for me and stuff. And my mom's having a harder time with it, but she's definitely coming around, and, yeah, it's definitely really good, especially since, the beginning of April. It's been about 2 months. Like, the last 2 months have been crazy. Like, tons of really awesome stuff has happened, in terms of, like, my working with GSAs and everything that I'm involved with, and as far as my transition goes. Yeah, so my parents are accepting of my gender. Um, yeah, they're definitely, yeah, they're coming along with it. And then the third question is, oh, do my parents kind of have strict gender roles or whatever? Um, so my mom, for a long time was a stay-at-home mom, and my dad went to work and everything. But when I started elementary school, my mom went back to work part time, and she's a teacher. So she really enjoys that and everything. And my dad works at an office. But it's not like they're not they don't super abide by gender rules or anything. Like my dad's not like the most macho guy. I wouldn't say he's like metrosexual or anything. He's just not that like macho guy. I mean, he's just a really nice guy, and I don't know. I guess he's just your typical dad, I guess. Um, yeah, and then my mom's like not super feminine. I mean, like, okay, this is weird analogy, but like if she was a lesbian, she wouldn't be like a lipstick lesbian, really. I mean, she's not like super high femme, but I wouldn't say she's a tomboy at all or anything like that. I mean, she just I think just values comfort over look sometimes. But I mean, she likes, wearing dresses to like fancy events and getting dressed up with her jewelry and everything. But they didn't, I mean, when I was little, they didn't really enforce too much on me, which I'm thankful about. I mean, my mom and I had a hard time just because she didn't understand. I didn't have words or really understand what I was feeling, and she didn't understand it at all. That like I didn't want to wear girls' clothes. We used to get in the most horrible fights over nice clothing. Like anything beyond t-shirts and jeans involved a knockout drag out fight, which I guess relates to the other question. But yeah, so that used to become knockout drag out, horrible, the most awful fights. So that was really bad. But until I actually explained everything to them, this is now when they're starting to kind of see the childhood thing, kind of, but also understand why I don't like wearing dresses and why, like, even since I was a little kid, all my collars had to be up to here and everything. So yeah, I guess that's kind of our relationship's gotten better because my parents understand where I'm coming from and kind of why I act the way I do and why I dress the way I do and why I'm only comfortable in certain things and everything. Even like picture day was horrible. My mom would make me wear these like shirts and stuff. Oh my god, it was horrible. It was horrible. Oh, I'm like having flashbacks right now and I'm just kind of cringing and dying inside. Um, yeah, but things are a lot better now. My mom even offered to get me a custom made suit because uh, she doesn't like the way a lot of suits fit me. I like how they fit. She doesn't, but I'm not paying for it, I guess. Um, yeah, so yeah, my parents, I wouldn't say like super abide by the binary or whatever. They're just, I don't know, I think they're just pretty average in that way, and yeah, um, I think I think that's all. Okay, I'll see you next week. Bye.
And I can be your daughter's son, 'cause they're one and the same.